Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. Daily Dose Radio is the sound of your devotional life, and this week we're looking at Psalm 94, and I hope you'll join me all week long because this psalm deserves your complete attention. It's a beautiful call and response kind of psalm, the way it's set up. I want to go through today my introduction to the psalm, and then I want to read the first 4 verses and give you a little commentary on the first 4 verses, and I'm going to try to do all of that in 5 minutes. Psalm 94 has no title in the Masoretic text. There's no superscript here telling us this is of David or to the choir master or anything like that. But in the Septuagint, we have a title which says, A Psalm of David on the 4th day of the Sabbath of God. Some people translate that Psalm of David on the 4th day of the week. So from the Sabbath day, the 4th day, which would be Wednesday, I guess, of the week, this psalm was written for that day. Now, if you recall, I think it was back in Psalm 92, we had the superscript that said that the psalm was written as a song or a psalm for the Sabbath day. So this could be in response to that, could be in addition to it. Maybe there are other psalms that were written for each day of the week. We have in this psalm 12 different occurrences of God's name. 8 different times we have the Lord's name used, the Tetragrammaton. Twice we have the abbreviated form of that, Yah, written here in the psalm. Then we have the God of Jacob is used once, and our God the Lord is used once, or the Lord our God. That's used one time. So we have 12 different occurrences of the Lord's name in the psalm. So the subject of the psalm is obvious. 12 times the Lord is either implored or he is extolled, and he's talked about in the psalm. The psalm is nicely divided into 2 parts, with 1 through 11 is sort of a prayer of vengeance or a prayer of judgment, a prayer for judgment or a prayer for vengeance. And then in 12 through 23, we have the response to that. It's a psalm of blessing, the blessing of knowing the Lord. So actually, this psalm is in 2 parts. Some people have said that it's actually 2 psalms that have been jammed together. I think it works nicely as one work of art, one poetic work that can be used in a worship setting as a call and response. So you have, perhaps in a worship setting, you have one group reading or singing 1 through 11, and then you have another group, or maybe the entire congregation, reading or singing 12 through 23. Because really 12 through 23 is a reply to what we have in 1 through 11. So let me read for you today, beginning in verse 1. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongeth. O God, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. Lift up, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. Now that's through verse 4. So a couple things I want to mention here real quick. Render a reward to the proud. Who are the proud and what's the reward? Go back and look in Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 and 17. You'll understand that God hates the pride of the heart. And so the psalmist here is asking God to exact a revenge or exact judgment on those that are proud. And then we have in 3 and 4 something we haven't seen, for a couple of psalms, and that is a how long statement. And actually what we have here in Psalm 94 is the end of the how long statements. We don't have them again in the Psalter. This is the last one. We had how long in Psalm 6, Psalm 13, Psalm 35, Psalm 74, Psalm 79, Psalm 80, Psalm 89, Psalm 90. We have it again here in 94, and this is it. This is the last time the psalmist will cry out to the Lord, how long? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? I hope you'll join me tomorrow on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.